So Isabel's going to lean into resiliency. I believe she's going to explain really what that means when we're speaking into it or teaching it or having it conveyed through activities, books, or videos, what that means, and then show a clip of Danica, our young instructor.
Thanks, Wade. Yeah. I think, yeah, resiliency, even though I think because I grew up in maybe a bit of a rough environment or not, but you know, we are the mountain people where I come from. So you kind of had to get resilience in certain ways of, you know, always walking up the hill and doing this. And so in that sense, I built a lot of resiliency, I think, along the way. But really emotional resiliency has not come that easy to me. And I just wanted to share, and I have shared now over the last few days, this tool with quite a few of my friends, because I feel it's so, it's something that, you know, sometimes when you meditate, you just sit there and you feel like, oh my God, I'm not doing anything, or this is not working well, or because the mind still goes on and on and on. I use EFT tapping. So maybe some of you know what it is, and maybe not. So I will talk a little bit into it, and then I can also drop a link in our notes here so you can read up more about it if you want to. So it's similar to maybe acupuncture, because we have like all these meridian points on our body that is, you know, they're all connected. And so there has been a lot of research now that shows that we can reprogram our mind with tapping on these points. And there are many different ones, but the one that I like the most is from the tappingsolution.com. And they go, and actually I take off my glasses to show you. So they go from, first you kind of do some setup statements, you tap here, it's called the karate chop point, and then you go through, like it's right here, always on the bone, like on top of your eyebrow, then on the side of your eye, under your nose, under your mouth, then right here by the collarbone, or like, yeah, right there by the collarbone. Then the next one is the funny one, it's right under your arm, so you look like a monkey. And then the next one is on top of our head. And I discovered this a few years ago, and I haven't really used it much for pain or, you know, any physical symptoms, but often when I felt really stressed out, especially around money, oh my God, this is not happening, or I need this, and blah, 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 you know, and just you tap through the points while you actually voice your fear or your anger or your frustration. So for example, oh my God, I'm so scared. And so you go through, or you can even do like a whole, or if you're upset with somebody, you know, this person did this and this, and I'm so, I won't use a lot of vulgar language right now, but just go for it. You are by yourself, and to just really release the anger. And that shows, and you can actually, when you do it a few rounds, and they, you know, there are many different videos that actually walk you through and how you can have different statements that you can say if you feel like, oh, I don't know what to say to myself, or what, you know, what could I tap out. That within just a few minutes, you can calm, if you say from a scale from 1 to 10, you could actually calm yourself down, if maybe not all the way to 0, but really a tremendous amount where it's like, oh, wow, it's like, is that even possible, right? Because it seems so simple. I just need to tap on places on my face and under my arm. And so one of the videos that we did with Danica was also around tapping, because you can do it with kids. There are also some books out there, and I just feel it's such, because you can let go of this negativity and the anger or whatever you're feeling, and you're actually having an action doing it. And you don't need to close your eyes or anything. You can just, do it, or even tap on one point. If I'm driving sometimes and I feel like there are other people are not driving as well as I am, just tap. Oh, okay. Maybe it also, just doesn't remind me of other people and how I feel like they are driving, but enough said. I will play a short video so you can see how it looks from the peer-to-peer perspective from children. And yeah, so let me share my screen real quick.
Just follow my root tapping and repeat after me. I want to do well. I feel butterflies in my belly. I'm so worried about my schoolwork. I will be okay. I can learn something new. People will help me do my best. I am a great student. I'm a great kid, and I'm okay.
Okay, good that I played it now, because I also forgot something. That when you first you would do, the negativity, but then you can also pretty much tap positivity into it. So first you're like, oh, I'm so sad, or whatever. And then I can say, I love myself, or I'm enough, or any sort of statements like that, to really then confirm or affirm that there is really, like Wade said, only love or fear. And we want to always, lead into love. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, thank you. That was a good, I thought that rolled pretty good. One of the things that we're trying to do in regards to resiliency is create leaders. And in order to create leaders, stability is what's needed. And to be able to be able to withstand the changes and be resilient, and understand that panic mode isn't going to create a leader. It's going to create panic and more of it. So there's always going to be a need for leaders. And that's kind of what resiliency is. And one of the things that Isabella and I talked about just the other day was, do we push through? Is resiliency pushing through? We've found or heard a really good way of looking at it is, rather than push through it, soften up as you go into it, lean into it in a soft way, so you absorb it, not be a pit bull mindset, because both of us have made that mistake, and it's not very effective to do so. So resiliency is something that needs to be a little more clearly defined, and in order to help kids, or help us as well, teach kids in that area. So
yeah, as far as those videos go, I think it is absolutely, they're great. The tapping one especially is something that is very new to me, and it's quite interesting to see even how Danica introduced it to the children. And I think that is a really good tool that parents can use to help their children when they're stressed out or they need to calm down or something like that, just to introduce the tapping to them. And then after tapping out all that negativity and all that frustration, to be able to tap in and to receive love and acceptance and all of that. And I think that particular one spoke very spoke a lot to me.